Johnny Carson. This is Ed McMahon, along with Doc Severinsen and the NBC Orchestra, inviting you to join Johnny and his guests, Eydie Gorme, Charlie Callis, and Dudley Moore.
I can't say enough about the way this lady sings. All singers ought to go to school and watch her sing, find out how it's done. She and her husband, Steve Lawrence, of course, will be opening at the Las Vegas Hilton May 29th for 2 weeks. The one and only Eydie Gorme.
Yeah.
This is a wonderful new song from Neil Simon's brand new musical called They're Playing Our Song. It was written by Carol Bayer Sager and Marvin Hamlish. And in the show, it's sung by Lucy Arnaz, and she's just great. And I think it's a wonderful song, and I hope you like it. If he really knew me, if he really truly knew me, maybe he would see the other side of me I seldom see. If there were no music, if his melody stopped playing, would he be the kind of man I'd want to see tonight? Does the man make the music, or does the music make this man? And is he everything I thought he'd be? If he really knew me, if he'd take the time to understand, maybe he would find the part I left behind. Maybe he'd remind me of who Does the man make the music, or does the music make this man? And is he everything I thought he'd be? Is he romance? If he'd take the time to understand, maybe he would find me the part I left behind me. Maybe he'd remind me of who
That's a lovely song. You know, I haven't seen that play yet with Lucy and Robert Klein, of course,
Oh,
who I
they're
believe won a
so
Tony Award.
terrific. Well,
for
yes,
that.
they're up for a Tony Award.
Was
Robert-
nominated anyway.
Yeah, but Lucy wasn't nominated.
Yeah, he
and
felt
I'm
bad about
very
that. And he
upset.
felt badly about that.
I'm sure he
He
did,
said
because
himself.
it's only a two-person show. And I saw the show when it was here in California, and Steve and I just loved it so much
Right.
that we put practically all the music in the show in our act. It's so beautiful and so wonderful. And when there are only two people in a show, it's
Did you
only...
like it?
Oh, I love the show. But you know, they do that all the time. They nominated him, but they didn't nominate her.
I'd feel the same way if I was nominated and for this show and Ed wasn't. I would. I would.
You'd protest.
I would actually
You
probably...
wouldn't accept the award.
No. Well, I could certainly talk with him about it and make my feelings known, but if it came down that if we both didn't get it, I couldn't get it, I'd probably take it.
I think you should take it.
It's a cruel world we live in.
Yes, you know, Steve and I did a Bell Telephone special with Bing Crosby, just before Bing Crosby died, Liza Minnelli, and it was a really wonderful show. And Steve and I, on this show, sang a duet together at the same time. I was nominated for an Emmy, and he wasn't. I took it.
That must have helped the marriage a lot. You had a little conversation, a few conversations at home about that?
I just thought that was kind of stupid.
Yeah, well,
you know?
That's very pretty.
Oh,
you look
thank
very,
you.
very,
Oh,
very
thank
smashing
you.
tonight.
I always look smashing when I come on your show.
You see, now right away, that's a problem. Of course you do, but
You're my idol. I always dress up for you.
particularly smashing tonight.
Yes, particularly smashing tonight, because tonight, after the show, Steve and I and my two boys are going out to dinner because it's Michael's birthday. My son Michael.
Your son Michael.
Yes.
Happy birthday, Michael.
Thank you.
That's nice.
And Michael will be 17 tomorrow.
Does he want to go out with you tonight? Or did he have... You know kids sometimes. Now, at that age, boys 17, the parents say, hey, we're going out tonight. You know, they're interested in girls at that age. And
Yes, he's very interested
But I know
in
you're
girls.
very close with the family.
We're very close. And it's just kind of a ritual. After the birthday, he can go out and swing, except that he can't anymore because there's no gas. I mean, really no gas. My boys are getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning to be online by 5:30 because the station opens in our neighborhood at 6:30. And the other morning, Michael was there online, and his car died. I mean, literally died. They keep saying people are filling up their car with a half. It's really stupid. I mean, who fills up their car when it's empty? You've got to fill it before it's empty, or
Yes,
your car dies,
that's one
right?
of the problems, yes.
Dies. So he gets online, and the car died. Now there's like 500 cars there, and they...
Will anybody push him?
Yeah, they all pushed him into the station and
That's
left him
nice.
there. Well, he couldn't get to school. He had to call the school, and...
The other day, Jerry Brown, went to Washington, and President Carter says, well, we're going to get more gas. And all of a sudden today, the papers come out, and they're hedging a little bit. Did you notice?
Yes.
Jody Powell, the spokesman for the president, says, well, now, we don't want the Californians to get overly excited. What the president really meant was, and the whole thing was kind of, they backed off from it.
Yeah.
So we don't know
I
whether they're going to be better off
Nobody
or
really
not.
knows what's going on. What's going on, John? Do you know?
I'm driving at 55, and people are going by me like they're shot out of a cannon. I mean, I'm telling you, they're still driving a little too fast out here.
Yeah. Well, the one thing, I'm sorry about the gas shortage out here because we don't have any other means of transportation. And when I say, like, it may sound funny, like my kid drives to school. He drives a very old station wagon to school because there's no other way to get there. There's no bus, there's no train. They can walk, but it would take like Lincoln, like 50 miles.
It's always great in retrospect or hindsight, but years ago, California built their whole economy on the car, and if somebody, and there were certain people, I'm sure, who had the foresight to say, we better get a rapid transit system. They used to have the Pacific Electric Company, out here, the streetcars, which apparently functioned very well. But as I understand it, when the automobile really came into vogue, the auto companies, they wanted the buses, and they wanted to be a car society, and now we're paying for that now.
Yes, but Johnny, if they did put subways or mass transit underground here, I would be kind of nervous about it because we have all the earthquakes.
Pacific Electric was not underground.
No, but I'm saying if they put the underground, I would really be very worried about riding in it because of the earthquakes. I really would.
Well, they did it too late now, but they
it's
should have
too
done
late
it years
now.
ago.
Yeah, it is.
Well, I'll solve that problem on the next show. I have a solution for this, but I'm not going to tell you.
What is it?
No, hot air ballooning.
Hot air ballooning?
Everybody
I
balloon.
like that. That's good.
And where you land is where you work. I mean, see, I'm instantly I would, because you can only go in a hot air balloon the way the wind takes you. So you could have 7 different jobs in a week. Yeah. And whatever your balloon sets down, you walk in and say, I'm reporting, and the other guy ends up here, as a guest host, some carpenter from El Segundo lands here, and he's the host, and I land in El Segundo, and I make some cabinets. It could really change your life.
Sounds good to me.
I almost had to finish there, but we'll be right back after this.